Analytics with Nags. This is another video in the Visuals with Nags series where we are going to discuss about Sankey chart. So as you can see in this diagram, the Sankey chart is contains a source and your target. The relationship between the source and target can be easily identified using this chart. That is the core objective of this chart. Let us try to discuss what is this all about and what you can expect from this video. If you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon for notification. Let's begin. So as the name indicates, it is used to emphasize a major transfer or flows within a system. So if you have a system and what is the different flows of your system, and you can able to identify using this particular chart. And also one more thing is to represent the width of the flow represents the volume. You can see here this is having a bigger width than this particular brown line, which indicates here it has more volume. Whatever measures you want to analyze, this is having more value than this particular flow. So that is what a meaning of this. So what you can expect is in this video is like I'm going to demonstrate a simple Sankey chart by using different import of country to export of country. We have a source to target of two different countries and with some volume of export value. Then next I'm going to demonstrate the multi-level Sankey chart where in between you have the source countries to different products and to the target countries. So how we can do it. Let us begin with a simple chart now. I am in Power BI now. Let me show the data for Sankey analysis where you can have a source and target and you have a revenue where from the sources countries you are exporting some goods or anything to the target countries and this is the revenue. So if you do not have a data you can compute it, but if you have these fields like you have source and target and you have other fields as well, you can still use this chart. For my case I have made a very simple case here: source, target and revenue. Now in order to do a Sankey chart, we do not have in the default visuals. You need to import it from the custom visual. In order to do that, go to get more visuals, click on three dots and click on that get more visuals option. Once you are done that, it will log into the Power BI apps and it will try to list down the all possible combination of visuals that is available and we can choose from there one. So it's launching. Let's start typing Sankey and press enter. Now this is the one we want to add. This is something parallel parallel Sankey chart. This is horizontal, so let us go with this default one. So once you are imported, you have this appeared the one below, say a small grid line, dotted lines, which indicates these are the custom visuals. So just use this visual here, then try to expand it a little bit and you have source and the target. As soon as you define it, you can see the relationship between the countries. These are the import countries and these are the target export countries. When you click on it, you can see each having the same grid line, the length, the width. Now as soon as you add the weight in the revenue based on the export value, the grids is changed. Now when you click on Canada, you can see more or less everything having the same line. You no, it should not be um, the count. It should be treated as the integer. I'm not sure why it is considered as text. Let me check it out the data. Now you have a revenue here. Let me change it to change type to whole number, then press close and apply. There you go. Now you can drag and drop the weight. Now you can see the huge difference from here. Here you can see from Canada the export is very less, whereas this particular France they are exporting more and they are getting 1650 million revenue. Here only 520 million revenue. So from this you easily on click of it you can see the relationship where and all which and all countries they are exporting from one country to another. This is very simple example. So you need as you can see the options here: source, destination and weight. And what about the multi-level? In between you want to have another layer, right? For that, let us try to see the data here, and we need to do a small kind of computation here, and I will try to explain it. So the simple chart is done. For the levels having multi-levels, right? You not to have a multi-level. Now the scenario is your source is there, target is there. In between, what items they will import or export, right? From source, vegetables exported to Japan, cosmetic export to France. So it has to come in between. So how you can achieve this in Power BI in Sankey chart? So in order to do that, as we can see in the Sankey chart, we have option to source and target. There is no option to have another value over here. You cannot add another column. Each field accepts only one. So you need to change in such a way that first you need to compute this to two column with another value column. Like what I'm trying to say is the source and item should be in this column, the target column. Then the item and target should come in the same value. So this is the thing you need to do. Like you need to split into two tables and then combine it into a single table where you have a source, target and revenue. So basically it will have India, vegetables, some value, then vegetables, Japan, another row. So you need to split this one single row into two: India vegetable 1630 and Japan vegetable or vegetable Japan 1630. In case of this, India medical equipment 1130, then medical equipment Kuwait 1130, something like that. So how you can do it? Let us do it, not do it in DAX. Let us go for Power Query. What I want to do is like I will do a reference of this table twice. The sample Sankey sample, I'm doing the reference one with source to source underscore item, that is my first table. Then I will rename this to item underscore target, right? These are the two tables. Now in this I want to group by source and item. So choose these two columns, press this and control these two columns, then choose group by. Then go here, sum of revenue, you put it as new revenue, right? Then click on OK. Now this should be considered as target. Rename it to target. This is step number one. So you copied this and source and item table, and you have a source and item is changed as target. Now come to item target table, that what which is a copy of this. Then you choose item and target. Okay, then use group by, then choose sum revenue. What happens is like new revenue, use the name like this. Then your target remains same, then keep this item as source. Okay, So two changes, two tables you have created, source and target. Your item becomes target in the source item table. In item target, your item becomes source in this table. The name should be same, the source, target, new revenue, and here source, target, new revenue. Let me copy this new revenue here as well. The column name should be exactly the same. Now either you can create a new table and append, or you can merge in the same table. Let us try to create append two tables, right? One is source item current, and no, sorry, I need to delete this step. Basically what I'm trying to do is you have achieved some table here, that is source item. From source to item is considered as one target, and you need to merge these table as well here in this. So go to append, then choose item target, then press OK. As the name are same, append will do the concatenation of your records. So now you are done, you have a single table. Now this should be considered as your Sankey report 2. Okay, now we no need of this table, so disable from the load. Even this table is not required, we need only this Sankey report 2, which we transferred the India to vegetables, this value, and vegetables to some other target country into another record. Let us try to close. So now we no more have a Sankey sample, we have Sankey report 2. Now let me create a new report, Sankey report here. Then as usual you can use the source, target. There you go, you can see the 3 levels over here, and this new revenue should go obviously over here. Now in this way you can able to do different levels of data. I hope you understand the concept behind Sankey chart and when to use it, and you have also understand about how to configure multi-level in Sankey chart. If you like this video, press the thumbs up button and comment below for queries. Do remember that data is your asset.